This is the intro music. Pause for the intro music. Intro music goes in here. Yeah, right. Here's this. Yeah, fuck. I don't know if I'm going to leave that in. I might leave that in. That could be fun. Welcome to the Jersey Nerds Podcast. Your home for debates and discussion surrounding sports uniforms, hockey jersey design, and more. I actually remembered the intro this time. Welcome. We're actually doing multiple episodes in a 2-week span. This is new.
Crazy.
Joining me, I got staring into the middle distance, BPoe. BPoe, how you doing?
That got really hard not to break by the end. Hello, I am BPoe. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Will, how's life?
Life's good. Was ready to do podcasts, then we waited, so I got kids all fed, ready for bed, and then now hopefully they'll be nice and cooperative so I can actually do this without screaming kids.
I love how we were going to record a couple hours ago, but we waited so Carter could join, and he's not here.
Yeah.
It did give me time to make that short, though, so...
That's true. We have a short now. We might have more shorts later.
I hope so.
Look at us with TikTok.
I forget
now we just need to do the Renegade.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we actually have a decent bit of news that's dropped since our last episode. We have the Stadium Series jerseys, which came out on Friday. And the Sharks jersey, which came out on Thursday, plus a little bit of insider stuff that I don't know how Justin found, but he found it. So yeah, but before we get into that,
don't forget we need to talk about Carter's balls.
We also need to talk about Carter's balls.
Insert screenshot from our private Discord to give any sort of context to that.
I don't want to do that. I think we're just going to leave it here.
Fair enough.
Because that's one more screenshot I have to do. And
Jersey Nerds Podcast lore. Clown Burger, the mystery of Carter's balls. It's going to be enshrined into the lore.
Don't forget creamsicle pants. Anywho, I'm wearing a Flyers jersey because they're one of the 4 teams in the Stadium Series. At any time, and anytime I can rep my boy Jakub Voracek, I gotta do it.
Okay, that wasn't at Voracek. That was just the Flyers
again. Now that the Jakub Voracek is no longer on the Flyers, my opinion towards them is aggressively neutral. So, I have this jersey.
My opinion towards them is aggressively fuck the Flyers.
In spirit of that, BPoe's wearing a Penguins jersey. To elaborate, here's BPoe.
2017 Stadium Series I am wearing, and behind me I have 2019 Stadium Series, 2014 Stadium Series, and 2019 Stadium Series practice jersey. And this has made me realize I own no other Stadium Series jerseys other than the ones the Penguins have worn.
I mean, you're a Penguins fan, that makes sense. Rank them 1 to 4 now.
4 is practice jersey. I'm going to go 2 just because it's yellow. Just because I like the brighter yellow. 3. These 2 were tough, clearly. Because it took me... I waited till the end.
Okay.
Like, this is a better jersey design. I just like the color on this one better.
Nice.
That's pretty much it.
Will, you can save that as a short for later.
Okay. Fair enough.
Duly noted.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing the St. Louis Blues 90s white jersey, relevant to something we'll bring up later. Probably, I would say, the 3rd best 90s style Blues jersey behind the blue one and the red one. But that's just me.
I was really confused for a second. I was like, okay, what other 90s one we bring in here? The unreleased trumpet?
I thought you meant...
But I thought you meant like literally 90s jerseys. And
the 90s style jersey.
You said that and I was like, oh, yeah. 90s style.
Yeah.
No, I love the reverse retro one. And I know I'm very lonely on that island, but it's one of my favorite reverse retro jerseys.
The Islanders, that's the other topic, the Stadium Series.
Yeah, come on, stay on track.
Okay, sorry.
All right. I guess we should probably get this out of the way because we kind of already talked about it, but also kind of didn't. The Sharks unveiled a third jersey. And surprise, it's their new home jersey for the rest of the season because they're just going to keep wearing it and not stop.
Wait, actually, I missed that part.
Yeah, their plan is that's just their home jersey for the rest of the season.
Oh, really? I did not know that. That's actually cool.
I don't like that because they have such a nice home jersey, but I
Yeah.
really like the idea of doing that in general. Like, that's really fun. Where it's just like, hey, this is our jersey now, home jersey now.
Yeah,
Because we did bring up when we saw the teasers for it in the last podcast that like it seems really late in the year to show off a jersey like this if they're only going to wear it a couple of times. But now they're not going to wear it a couple of times. They're going to wear it a whole bunch. Which
Is there a limit in the NHL on how many times you can wear a jersey at home, or like wear an alternate? I mean,
I know
think
I've
so.
heard 12 before. I don't know if that's still in force or if that ever was a thing.
yeah, because
I think 12.
if there is a limit, it's you'd always think of them being sprinkled throughout the season. You never really think like, okay, what if we just shove it all into 12 games?
Yeah, like
That's
what
it,
if?
and wear only that jersey for 12 games in a row?
Yeah, what if like the Blue Jackets only wore their third jersey for the month of like December, and then you just didn't watch the Blue Jackets the rest of the year because they make you sad and their jerseys are ugly.
I mean that makes sense if you're doing like a Heritage Month or something and your alt
Yeah.
is Heritage theme. But
Like, I think the Penguins wear their alternates. I think it's like Thursdays, but that's again.
I know a lot of them will
spread
do it by
throughout the season.
a
Yeah.
day of the week. Yeah.
Which Thursday's kind of an odd day to pick in
Yeah.
a way. Then again, I wonder it probably just had to do with how often they were scheduled on certain dates.
Yeah, because the NHL is
But-
insistent on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule for some forsaken reason. But yeah, I mean, I feel like this is kind of cool because it breaks from like most of the time teams either do it versus in division opponents versus original six if it's super throwbacky, or like the Penguins just a day of the week of the season, or just random. So this is nice, I guess. We haven't actually talked about the actual jersey. We should probably do that. So it's basically a black version of their home jersey. With the
Is it?
I think so.
well, if you ignore the like
Oh.
Vaporwave
I
design,
somehow never noticed that the striping's identical there. Yeah.
Yeah, they Velcro striped, but then they also decided Vaporwave, which I had kind of thought of it as like which makes sense because waves, shark. I hadn't considered the Vaporwave thing unless as like the method behind it, but yeah, it is very Vaporwave-esque. It's basically a faux gradient with
Mhm.
striping. What do we think of this thing now that we've seen the full uniform?
I love it. I absolutely love
Yeah.
it. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. I really do. Definitely the best black jersey in San Jose history.
yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, I really like it. I think the striping pattern is really cool. You do lose it a little bit, like in like faraway shots or action shots. The arm kind of you lose most of the effect on it, but close up, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, I'll be very curious to see how this looks in game because I've already noticed in the pictures that they've had so far, it's very lighting dependent how well it shows
Mhm.
up.
Yes.
Like in that one picture of them in the locker room, which I'll probably use as the reference photo, it's super obvious and looks great. But then for the one that from I think a fan took during the unveil, where they're kind of by the bench and it's dark except for a spotlight, it doesn't really show up that well.
Mhm.
I really like it. I think it looks cool as hell.
Regardless, I think you have enough white in there that you have enough contrast to, keep the jersey not from being too plain.
Yeah, it's not the thing like the Rangers jersey has their blur striping be the thing. It's like a second thing. So it still like looks good like a normal jersey. It's just there's also this new twist, which is cool.
Yeah, it's like the Maple Leafs alt that has like the skyline like very subtly inside the stripe that you're never going to see on broadcast, but up close you see that detail. And if you don't see that detail, you still see like a solid stripe, and it still looks fine.
Which jersey is this?
You said the word skyline, and it made me just think of I don't remember who it was, a wrestler, the Skyline Chili mid, that whole video.
I mean, it's
You
true.
guys know what I'm
Skyline
talking
Chili
about,
is
right?
mid. And I'm saying this as an Ohioan.
You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That
I
video.
have no idea what you're talking about.
I have zero
God.
recollection.
What? The whole meme, the wrestler, he's just like, he's in Cincinnati or something. He just keeps going off. He's like, your Cincinnati Reds that haven't won a World Series since whatever the fuck year it was. Mid. And then he's just like, mid. It's such a reaction meme. Come on, how have you guys not seen that? Oh my god.
I like wrestling. I follow wrestling. That does not spark anything in me.
Oh
I
my
don't know what you're
God.
talking about.
I don't follow wrestling at all.
I feel like I'm
and
insane.
so I have even
now.
less
It's
of an
just a
idea.
meme. I don't follow wrestling either. It's just a meme. I feel insane now.
Did we just
Going off
discover
on
our
this
Mandela
tangent.
effect? I was gonna say something before this.
Will was talking about a Skyline jersey. That's
Oh yeah,
what reminded me
what
of it.
jersey are you talking about?
The Leafs black jersey, and inside the blue striping, isn't there like some sort of very subtle pattern?
I
Is it
mean,
a Skyline though?
I thought it was
isn't
the
like the
Skyline.
tie-dye thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more like tie-dye.
Was it just I thought it was a sky for some reason. I thought it was a Skyline. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Because that'd be a very small space to fit a skyline, unless it's in the black stripe. Anyway, that black jersey sucks. This black jersey is really cool.
Yeah.
My whole point of that is if you look closely at it, you see some extra detail in it. But if you don't look so closely at it, it still looks good because of it's a stripe that has enough contrast to add something to the design. The difference is that the Maple Leafs jersey isn't very good. The Sharks one is.
Yes.
A very interesting note about this is that I feel like it's safe to say that there's now a trend of teams recoloring or reworking their home jersey or their primary set as an alternate. Dallas, San Jose now, Toronto, Vegas. That's enough for me to call it a trend, a little trend.
I mean, New Jersey's stadium.
Interesting.
Jumping ahead a bit, New Jersey's stadium series is essentially their home jersey recolored.
Well, yeah.
I was gonna say I knew there was another example I was thinking of, and that's what it was. Although it's not their alternate, at least not right now. But like just the trend in general, I guess, of recoloring jerseys. It's
the Islanders did it for their first reverse retro.
Well,
sure. Jinx, you know me a Coke.
I mean, it's not a Coke. It's just literally what they did.
Well, no, Will and I said same at the same time. Was it same? We said something at the same time.
Sure. We said sure.
Sure, that's what it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Jersey's good. I like it.
Cool.
No, stop changing the topic. We're not there yet. We're talking about San Jose, not Jersey.
Ha. Anyways, the day after, the NHL kind of stole their thunder and unveiled 4 jerseys for the Stadium Series, which is in 3 weeks. Great planning.
And they won't be available to purchase until after the game.
This is just more evidence to my point from last time that the NHL is just stupid, and they cannot do a successful marketing thing.
NHL masterclass.
Basically.
Anyways,
like I was watching a TikTok yesterday. I think it was about women's professional volleyball is going to be league, and they were just talking about it in general. And they were like, I think they were talking about like some sort of like coverage on TV or something like that. And they're like, look at the NHL as a bad example. And I was like, yep, sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah. Anywho, let's talk about these 4 Stadium Series jerseys in objective order from how bad to good they are. First up is the Islanders. What you doing, homie? It's navy with big orange stripes, and it says Isles in the most boring ass font possible. in navy, and then it has navy numbers and shit. I don't know. It's a jersey, and it's bad.
They essentially took the Nashville Predators Smashville Stadium Series jersey and somehow made it less fun.
Yeah.
It's a logo away from being at least half decent, as some
Yeah.
mock-ups that people have made has shown.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those. That's fair. You just got to be careful.
Like-
If you just use like the circle logo, then you kind of drift into Oilers alt territory.
It's already drifting into Oilers' old territory.
Well, even more so than it is.
I hadn't made that connection until now, and yet, correct, very correct.
And yet it's also so much better than the Oilers' alt.
True.
Because the orange is big and noticeable.
Honestly, like, just put a giant oil drop in the middle.
That'd be sick.
And then you got a much better version.
If they ever do a Canadian Stadium Series, that'd be a great idea.
Well, maybe not anymore.
True. What you got to do is you got to do an orange jersey with a big ass navy stripe. Got to be unique.
And the front should say oil.
Oil.
Just oil.
Oil. Just oil.
Oils. Not just one oil, multiple oils.
Yes, you got BP and Marathon.
Hey, that's me.
Oh my god, it is BPoe. You're a gasoline. Do we have any other thoughts on this jersey beyond it's kind of sucks?
It kind of sucks.
It kind of sucks, yeah.
It's not even offensively bad. It's just, it exists. We will forget about it by next year.
It's very Lou Lamoriello. It's just boring.
Yeah. It's like they're like, oh, we're going to do something new and innovative, and then they just didn't. They were like, this is so cool. Look at how cool this is. It's just not. It's like they think they're doing great, and they're not.
I've read someone suggest that, oh, maybe they're just using up like the leftover templates for the Smashville jerseys and just trying to use them up for next year.
Yeah.
Put them in the sun, the yellow turns to orange.
Yeah.
I don't think that would actually work.
It'd be the other way around, right?
Yeah, it would be the other way
Probably,
around.
yeah.
So it doesn't work, but
You
so
know.
it just feels like, yeah, there's no
we
real...
have an excess of orange Sharpies and Nashville Predator Stadium Series jerseys. What will we ever do?
Anyways, from there, the good news is from there we have a massive jump up to the other three jerseys. The other three are so much better than this one, in my opinion, and my opinion is correct. Third place is New Jersey Devils. Basically, like we said, it's their home jersey, except they took out all of the white and made it so it's two thick black stripes with a red in between. And then they got rid of the circle on the New Jersey logo, which every concept ever has done for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
But it still looks cool.
It finally happened. Look at that.
We did it. We all did it together. So yeah, I like it. What do we think of it?
I also like it. I do worry from a distance how contrast might be, which we haven't seen yet. But in general, like especially up close, I think it works. And also, unlike some other jerseys that have suffered from this problem, like Ottawa, the reverse retro specifically comes to mind. The stripes are a lot thicker on this one.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is built ideally for the Stadium Series in mind, and I think it works perfectly for that. I honestly would disagree, and I'd put this second out of the four. It's very close between this and the Flyers one. I think I like this one just a little bit more, but they're both. This one's a little safer, I think. I think the Flyers one, which we'll get into, gets a little bit funky. This one's not super exciting, but it gets the job done. I think it would look great in a big outdoor setting. It's all it really needs to be.
Do we want red or black equipment for this?
Ooh. Black. Yeah,
I'm thinking black.
Yeah.
Although red would be very Stadium Series. Like it would
be
kind of like a color rush type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how I feel about which one, because I feel like if you do black, it just doesn't feel very Stadium Series-y. It's just, again, their home.
It
But if
is
you
interesting
bet,
that we don't know the equipment for most of these.
yeah.
That's true.
And it's kind of weird that it's most, not all.
What do you mean most? Did someone unveil their
Like,
equipment?
yeah, Philly.
We've seen Phillies.
Oh,
Which is kind of weird in a way that only
Is it
one
just-
team did.
Is it just like what you would expect beyond the? Oh yeah, I think I remember their black helmet now. Is it just what
Yeah.
you would expect beyond that?
I mean,
Like-
yeah, pretty much. I mean, we can get
No
there in a
white
minute
pants
here.
or anything.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
I mean, we have a reference in our Discord here. I'll send the image instead of it just being inside the link. But there you go. Equipment.
Scrolling is fun. Continuing.
Amazing content.
Isn't this great? Isn't this
Yeah,
lovely?
I think black equipment for the Devils would probably be better, especially black helmet. I think for sure.
Oh yeah, because their socks are fucked. Wait, no, this is Philly. Yeah, right. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just filling in the space while you were looking.
no, you're good.
And that reminds me too, not to completely jump back, but there was like a Photoshop mock-up someone did with San Jose's home jersey with black pants, and I like it more than I wish I did. Because in theory, I love an all teal look, all that color, but the black just adds a nice kind of ground to it.
Oh, you mean like their home and away set, but with black?
Just the home I saw. I didn't see
okay.
any mock-ups of the away one.
I thought you were
That
talking
one,
about
I think should stay teal.
You
I thought
gotta
you were
pull
talking
blue
about the
jackets
alt.
there.
when it was
I hope
already
with
black.
all of these, obviously, I guess not this year anymore, but I hope with a bunch of teams trying out new equipment stuff, San Jose does try that at some point. Now that they have black,
I think that would look
in their
cool.
arsenal.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think that would look great. Anyways, back to the Stadium Series.
Yes, and unless we have something else, to the second best objectively stadium series, which is the Philadelphia Flyers. So at a glance, this looks like they just kind of did 3 like bar separation of black, orange, white on the arms, but that's technically not what they did. They like kind of have super duper thick outlined the shoulder yoke in a weird way. Do you guys have a better way of describing this jersey? Because I don't think I can.
I mean, if you are familiar with the 2016 All-Star jersey, there you go. Just Flyers colors. But like imagine the top section of the arm just bleeds back into a stripe on the back.
Yeah.
Name bar. I mean,
except this doesn't use the same proportions. It uses a super like the upper arm is like the name bar in thickness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is why, and like the stripes are curved, which is why like the thick yoke outline is like the best way I have to describe this.
I mean,
does it
I
go all the
hadn't
way
thought of
around?
it that way, but you are not wrong either.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna say?
I was just saying it's like that, but it doesn't go all the way. Like the outline doesn't continue on the front, obviously, so it looks. Yeah, I mean that's why I kind of have this below the Devils one. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be doing, and just it looks fine in the front, the back with the black name bar, the orange arms, the plain solid orange numbers. I think it just looks a little janky, a little funky.
See, personally, I really liked when they did this for that 2016 All-Star game, and I think it works really well here. If anybody can pull it off, it's the Flyers, where where the name bar is kind of already one of your signature, design.
Yeah. I mean that's a good point.
And kind of having it go right into those arms, I think it fits really well for a Stadium Series game. My biggest problem with this jersey is the number treatment. What is it with this team and number treatment on their unveils this year, man? Like, I think black numbers would have looked much better, and add an outline to it.
Yeah, and also either add a second stripe or fill in the bottom with black on the hem. Like,
see, I can live with that one, especially whenever it's like on a player. The black pants kind of, although it is oddly inconsistent in a way, but the black pants do kind of fill that gap.
Yeah, And then
Yeah, the equipment
they
helps.
and then they also did their best. Then move the orange down so there's no white in between.
That's fine.
Anyways, they also did their best. God, who's an early 2000s NBA player? Allen Iverson impression with making the top of their socks black so that it looks like they're wearing baggy basketball shorts. I forget who originally made that joke, but I can't.
I think it was Justin who pointed that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I like that, but
I don't.
Now that's the other thing. It's the numbers in that. I don't like that at all. It looks really weird.
Yeah,
it's less safe than the Devils one. It's trying to do something cool, and I appreciate that. I just not really vibing with how it looks.
Yeah,
especially with the socks, and yeah, just the color balance on the back just looks kind of funky. It seems like the bottom portion should be having some black, but it's not bad.
I really like it. Now, the other thing of note is that this uses the partial Adidas logo that they did for the reverse retros without the word mark, which I'm just now noticing.
Oh yeah.
And 2, this is doing the thing with the big ass helmet decals and the side numbers. I think I've gone on the record in the past saying that I like it when the Stadium Series does that. If not, I do.
I think it works okay for the Flyers here too, because it's also toned down a bit compared to like 2019.
True.
And they also did that, and the Penguins did. I definitely don't hate it here.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm curious as to if that's gonna be the case with the other teams too.
Yeah, we'll see. Typically, no, that wasn't the case in 2020 because the Avs did that, and then the Kings launched us into the era of the Chrome Dome. But anyways, that leaves
Speaking
us with
of which, that was a weird one with Vancouver, huh?
Oh yeah, we could talk about that.
Should we do it now, or should we just push it to?
Well, we're talking about it now, and it's not noteworthy enough to wait for later. So yeah, Vegas also has a Chrome Dome. Do they have a Chrome Dome? Have they worn those this season?
Vancouver or Vegas?
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
I don't recall.
Jersey Nerds Podcast Googles things.
Well, while you're looking that up, Vancouver. Interesting idea in theory because they just wore it with their home jersey.
Yeah, Vancouver has a Chrome Dome. I didn't actually say that sentence. Go.
Huh?
I didn't actually say the sentence. Vancouver has a Chrome Dome now.
Oh yeah, that they're going to wear for 2 games. One of them's already happened, and in practice, it looked like it was just a lighter blue than the jersey. It didn't look chrome at all. Mm-hmm. I am interested to see more teams try this out, though.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing, and we've seen this with like other teams and their helmets when they use like colored helmets, and the helmet color doesn't necessarily match the jersey color, which is unfortunate. And yeah, especially with the chrome effect, it's much more noticeable with Vancouver's. I think the idea is really cool. I just think it looked a little jarring seeing the color differences.
If I haven't said it before, I'm going to go on the record and say that I am in favor of Chrome Domes. I think it looks sick on LA. I like it for Vegas, but God, they piss me off because they use it on the wrong jersey.
Yeah. And
Vancouver, the helmet looked fine. It just didn't match. If they could somehow make it match, then I think we'd be okay. But
it doesn't really make sense for them to use it, though. Like
it doesn't. It really
doesn't.
The
metallic silver and metallic gold makes sense.
Nowhere. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Where Vancouver's just like Chrome Dome, and we're like, what?
Blue
Why?
Chrome Dome.
Why?
But the reason is charity. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah. And that's always nice.
You know what? They could wear like a puke green helmet for all that I care if you're donating the money to charity.
Mm-hmm.
I think we said that a lot in regards to like jersey ads, and I think it was LA had something like that, where it's like, you know what, I can accept this. You're doing good for humanity and not just racking up profits.
Yeah. I found a picture on Google Images by filtering by the past month of them wearing the chrome domes. Now, noted it's not from a game recap article or anything, so I don't know if it's just the image that they picked or whatnot. But jury is still out essentially. But NHL uniforms has them still with the chrome dome.
Doing
And
the important research.
yeah, if you're a Vegas Golden Knights fan, let us know. All one of you that watch this, most likely. We don't have that many viewers.
All one of you in general.
Yes.
Hi, TJ. He's probably the one.
Is he a Golden Knights fan? I thought he just hates the NHL in general.
Oh, no, I was just saying he's probably our one viewer.
I was saying the one Golden Knights fan in general.
Oh.
Nah. I do actually watch all of these after they go out on YouTube. Note this is also after I've edited them, just for the sake of getting them a view. And also because, I don't know, reasons.
Burkus just likes listening to himself talk.
I actually
That's all
really
it
hate
is.
the sound of my own voice in playback. That's the ironic thing about it.
Don't we all?
Is that a common thing?
Oh yeah.
I think so. Doesn't your voice sound like deeper to yourself just because of
Yes.
the way it like echoes in your head or something?
I remember reading about it, and it's a natural and very common thing that your voice is internally perceived different than what it actually sounds. So as soon as you hear yourself, there's a lot of disassociation there. Like, that's not me.
Yeah.
So
It makes me wonder what your voices sound like to yourselves in your heads.
I think
I
if
don't
you
know how to
hear
describe my own voice. Weirdly.
like if you hear yourself externally enough, I think you kind of you start to listen to yourself in that voice. But if you don't hear that, like doing the podcast and like filming videos myself, and I've started to realize what my voice sounds like, and so now when I'm talking I can hear myself in that voice, whereas before when I
Interesting.
never did any videos or anything I thought I sounded a lot deeper.
Yeah, I'm definitely more used to it now than I used to be. That's for sure.
One more note on the Flyers jersey is that the logo is textured interestingly. Basically what they've done is that the middle third of each black element is raised, which is cool, I think.
Yeah, that's cool.
I didn't even notice that, to be honest. Now I'm trying to find a good picture of it. We're like almost a good... Okay, I think I see it here. Oh, good God.
Did I imagine that? No,
I cannot tell whether or not this is a legitimate website, but I need you guys to see this.
Okay, send it into the reference images.
This is from supposedly Wells Fargo Center, their website for their shop. That is a brutal Photoshop.
Ooh.
What channel did you send it to?
It's in the Stadium Series notes on Discord. That is a...
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
That's...
Like, if this is a legitimate website, it makes me think it is.
In case I don't...
not.
That's not good at all. Anywho.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some sort of tech. Oh yeah, no, I see it now.
There is, and then we get to a jersey I love way too much, I think, and that is the Rangers.
I wish Justin was on this podcast.
Yeah, because since we all have
the conversation would be much more interesting.
Yeah, because he has a dissenting opinion here. He thinks that the Rangers Stadium Series jersey is big doo-doo garbage, and he is wrong. This jersey slaps.
Yeah, I love it.
Essentially, imagine a Rangers jersey. Now put a white t-shirt over it.
A white t-shirt on. As true as that is, it's so true.
Yeah,
it's
I'm surprised how much that's accurate.
It's so true.
I will actually include this image, but Justin did this. But basically, the Rangers took their road jersey, got rid of the yokes, blew up the arm stripes so that they take the entire lower arm, and just changed the Rangers text to NYR, and it looks wonderful. Like, I'm tempted to get this.
Yeah.
And I'm a broke ass college student.
You know, until this point, I actually hadn't interpreted that as taking the road jersey and removing, the yoke and blowing up the arm stripes. I've interpreted it more as like taking their home jersey striping and just kind of slapping it on the bottom there.
Interesting.
But no, you're totally right that it is their road jersey with giant striping and no shoulder yoke.
And holy fuck, this looks amazing. I said in the Discord earlier that this is the third best jersey in Rangers history. I've realized I am wrong about that because I forgot about the 2018 Winter Classic. This is a close fourth best jersey in Rangers history.
For a second there, I thought you were going to totally pivot and say that it was the best jersey in Rangers history.
I'm honestly tempted to put this, like, the away is by far, if you ask me, that's the best jersey in the NHL right now. Their home, that Winter Classic, and this Stadium Series jersey is way closer than it has any business to be. Like, I would probably rate the home a 9, this Winter Classic a 9, and this like an 8.75 or something. Like, I could be convinced.
The NYR is
love the home. What?
I was just going to say the NYR as a script works a lot better than I would have expected it to.
Dude, it looks great.
And it fits. Like, if any team's going to do something like that, it does make sense for the Rangers.
Yeah. And, like, normally when you get below, like, I think 6 or so letters for a diagonal word mark, like, the Canes one looks kind of weird because the letters are so big, at least in my opinion. And I had, when I played high school hockey, I played against this team called the Northeast Storm, and their jerseys were basically just a big NE in diagonal text for their logo, and that looked like ass.
Yeah.
But this looks really good. Like, I kind of designed. We did a Stadium Series before these were unveiled, but when the fake leak came out, I guess we can talk about that later. And I thought I did a pretty good job, but this looks amazing.
Honestly, I feel like you could make the argument that, like, this is an example of what a Stadium Series should be, in the way that it takes the current brand and just expands on it and just kind of throw something wacky in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like, the first thing I thought of is when I saw this, this is probably one of, if not the best Stadium Series jerseys. But also, this is the least Stadium Series looking jersey in the Stadium Series. This looks almost like, if you shrunk the text a little bit, you shrunk the numbers a little bit, you could get away with this being a Winter Classic jersey. It's like, this isn't new, modern, funky at all. This looks like something that realistically you could see in the 80s.
Kind of funny enough, to your point, on the sportslocus.net article, the like preview image, the like article image at the very top, the coloring on it kind of looks cream.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, kind of fuck with it.
Yeah, it does.
Fuck with it.
So I'm gonna look up the sports logos thing, but
Burkus, I have all of these in our show notes. I have all of these links in our show notes.
Yeah, shut up. Off the top of my head, it does look cream.
I mean, it's clearly just some sort of either effect or like filter, something like that on that image, because it's not actually cream. But I was going to say
this. I think it does fundamentally look like a Stadium Series because of the like. I think this does absolutely look like a Rangers Stadium Series jersey.
It's so weird
Like,
where it kind of
if
fits
you were
into
to show
both
me that jersey with
categories.
if they were to just the Rangers just unveiled that jersey in a tweet with no context, and like the Stadium Series was something where they were like, surprise, these are the teams. Like, I'll be, oh, that's a Ranger Stadium Series jersey, no questions. Like, literally no questions, no notes on this jersey. It's fantastic.
But if they also did the same thing and like, oh, this is Winter Classic jersey, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that works.
In cream, yeah, it does.
I even not in cream, honestly. Like the only
Yeah.
like tweak the numbers and the letters, and that's really all you would need to do. Honestly, the letters.
Also, while we're
I
talking
feel
about
like that
jersey
could work
shapes,
for a Winter Classic. Maybe aside from maybe I'd drop the drop shadow and just go solid single color. I don't know. I want to mock this up now.
Also, if we're talking about jersey colors, did the Devils brighten their red for this?
That
It looks,
I don't know.
It looks
It's hard
brighter.
to tell with the images, but it's hard to tell with the lighting of the images. It looks like it, but I would guess no.
Yeah.
And if they did, good work.
Yeah, good choice.
You needed that.
Yes.
Because we're already talking about the contrast. We aren't certain.
But yeah, this Rangers jersey, like Will said, I think is the second best Stadium Series jersey of all time behind the Red Wings from 2016.
Yeah.
And this is, I have to see this on ice because it's close. I'm probably getting this. This looks so good.
I hate the Rangers and I almost want it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the Rangers until a couple years ago. I don't like them anymore. A lot more than I used to.
You want a Jacob Trouba jersey?
Okay. I will buy a Jacob Trouba jersey of this if this video gets what do we want to say? Something that we're never going to reach it, let's be fair.
Well, what's our last
100 views would be our max so far. So
how about 500? Is that too much?
I mean, honestly, yeah. I don't think we're gonna get that. That'd be nice if we did.
The most popular video.
If we'll do it. Wait, what were you gonna say, Burkus?
Wait, 1 sec. Videos popular.
I believe it's the
89 views is our highest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 500's a fair goal because I don't want to spend money.
Can I get you down to 200?
That I'm never gonna wear.
Can I get you down to
250?
Okay, fine. 250. If this gets 250,
that's kind of a sad number for something like this, but you know what? Everybody's got to start somewhere.
We got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first. 250 views, and he buys a Trouba jersey.
Yeah, we're gonna make this happen. I'm gonna be shamelessly self. I might watch this 240.
I was about to say. I feel like we need a way to confirm that they're unique views.
I actually
is that actually a statistic?
I would
unique viewers. I think so.
And a week from now, Burkus has 250 more emails than he did.
Matt Burke.official 1, Matt Burke.official 2, Matt Burke.official 3. Yeah, I was gonna say something and now I forget what it was. Do we want to do a quick Stadium Series jersey like ranking or tier list or something? Because we've only gone 45 minutes and we have a lot of time.
All of them or just these 4?
All of them.
I feel like we might have needed a little more preparation for that. But
we can freelance it. I can find one online.
I don't think that's the word.
Freelance it.
Wait, whatever. Let me see. Okay, welcome back to Jersey Nerds Podcast. Google stinks.
I mean, it's really easy if we just do these 4.
Well, yeah. Well,
New York is, we kind of already did that.
New York is S tier. I'd say Devils and Flyers are like B tier, and the Islanders is like F tier.
I thought you said the Islanders was F tier just a minute ago.
Islanders F tier, Devils.
I thought you were making a joke where you were like Islanders S tier, everything else trash.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think you might have just misspoken there.
Yeah, I did.
I think that's what happened. This is such a weird jersey still, where it really could make a good Winter Classic jersey if you made just a few tweaks, and yet it's also a perfect Stadium Series jersey.
It is interesting too because
that confounds me.
The jersey, like the picture we have on sports logos for it, it's not even the jersey; it's a hoodie. You can tell with it has like looks like it has.
Well, it is the jersey. It has a hoodie underneath it.
Yeah, it just has a white hoodie underneath.
Is that underneath it? Because it looks, it's like exactly the same color.
Yeah, it's underneath it.
Is it? Oh, okay.
It's because it's white, Will.
I was about to say that's what I do a lot, literally now.
Well, it just threw me off because the lighting makes it look cream, I guess, and I thought, well, okay, maybe the jersey's cream, and that'd be cool if they had like that exact cream as a hoodie as well.
The jersey
would be really weird if they unveiled a jersey by unveiling not the jersey.
They unveiled a hoodie. Guys, here's our new hoodie.
They unveiled a hoodie that looks like a jersey.
What if they did that for a Stadium Series one year? They gave NHL jerseys hoods.
Honestly, that'd be kind of cool.
BPoe is contemplating.
It would be something.
And if a team was gonna do it, it would the Rangers would kind of make sense. I think that'd be kind of cool. Well, I get kind of like the urban sort of fashion look to it. If it wouldn't be New York, it'd be like LA. I don't know.
I feel like you need like a Dallas or like if the Thrashers were still around.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Anyways. Yeah, so do we want to do trivia? What do we want to do for the remaining time we got?
Carter's balls. We need to get to Carter's balls.
And 4 out of 10 could be rounder.
That's pretty generous. We still got a couple other topics we wanted to talk about, though. No.
The Blues prototype. We have to talk about that.
How did we almost forget about one of the topics we led the episode with?
That's a great question. I do not know the answer. I have no idea how Justin found this.
Markari, apparently.
Yeah, so Jersey Nerds exclusive content. We have a prototype jersey. It's for the Blues. If you imagine the 2019 All-Star Game jerseys and add red and white trim, it's that, essentially. With like the music stuff on a white jersey in blue with additional red and white stripes. Not red and white, red and yellow stripes. And then a Blues logo on top.
Like, very legitimately, like, it's just a love child of those All-Star jerseys and the Blues 90s set.
Yeah. I mean, what's our reaction to these? Like, what are we thinking here? This is
kind of blew my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
especially that we were the ones to find it first.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I guess Justin's northern leaf hunting has really paid off here.
Yeah.
My also first thought was like, this is actually a prototype? Like, how does he know it's actually a prototype? But it does look very legit.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks legit. It has a tag dated to either March 8th or August 3rd of 1994. Which I believe they unveiled their jerseys in Jersey Nerds podcast Google's things. 95. So this could be either. Wow, that's the most underwhelming description in NHL uniforms on the site. Their description of going from their 92 to 94 to their 95 to 97 jerseys is red becomes more prominent on the road jersey in the team's redesign.
Yeah,
that's the entire
not a whole lot of detail there.
And boy, that's the only change you made, huh?
Yeah. You might want to rewrite that, Andrew.
That's like taking the Penguins Vegas gold ones to the current ones and just like yellow is made more prominent in the color scheme and replaces Vegas gold.
Blue Jackets and Phil New Jerseys. They're actually good. Hopefully.
One day.
Anywho, do you think this would have been better than their 90s jerseys?
No. Now,
No,
I think
it's not even close.
And hopefully you show this here, but Noah made a concept for the white as well as like a blue home version of it. And
Yeah.
I think it looks cool, but it's nowhere as good as what we actually got in the end.
Yeah.
Notably, it's just a guess, especially like anything past the jerseys is a guess as to what it would have looked like.
Yeah.
And on an Adidas template, I guess, technically.
Well, yeah.
Noticing the collar, but yeah.
Yeah,
I think it looks cool.
The white one, well, the white one that we have, it is missing blue, ironically.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough blue. That color balance looks way off.
Yeah. And like
the
even
blue
in
one
Noah's
works a lot
mock-up,
better,
I think,
and I could have fucked with that as an alternate.
Yeah. And even in Noah's mock-up, I think he either made the stripes too thick or didn't make the chest stripe itself thick enough, because blue looks much more prominent than it does on these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he might not have made the chest stripe thick enough because the logo looks about appropriate size, and it is kind of dwarfed inside of the chest stripe on the actual layout.
Yes. What would you think about these for a future Blues Stadium series?
No, I'd be fine with that. I think these would be all right. I think
kind of merging on
yeah,
a tweaked version.
Yeah,
I think it gets a little bit messy, like at the top and the bottom of the chest stripe, with like where the logo meets the chest stripe.
Yeah,
it kind of bleeds into itself a little bit. But I think if you kind of tweaked it and like adjusted the proportions of things a little bit, and if it was a stadium series, you'd have a larger number. You'd probably have the logo larger and go like beyond the chest stripe. And I think that could work.
And you'd probably have white pants.
Yeah, I'm just
staring
at this and thinking about like, if this jersey happened, like, do you get the Islanders black alternate? Do you get the 2019 All-Star Game uniforms? This, like, I feel like this actually has a decent amount of ripple effect throughout the rest of the jersey. That's going to ruin any short Will tries to make of this segment. I try to hold in so bad.
I want in the audio for the actual podcast.
Burkus allergic to Stadium Series Blues
alternate history. Yeah, this jersey, I think more than almost any prototype besides the Blue Jackets prototypes, fascinates me. Just because it's such a different direction from their ones they unveiled, because the other ones are really loud and really like, I don't know if they predated the Ducks, but they would have been the first or second jerseys to do the diagonal stripe thing. They really pushed the boundaries.
The
for
Ducks
jerseys.
were 93.
No? Oh yeah, it was definitely after the Ducks. Pretty
okay.
Was it?
But like, that Blues jersey looks like it should have been part of the original third jersey program. I think it might have even been the same year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but this is such a more minimalist design. Like,
what were you saying about a ripple effect to the Islanders black alternates and All-Star?
Like, I don't know. Like, do teams in the future?
I see what you mean by the Islanders black alternate.
Do the teams in the future do this like micro stripe pattern? Do we have this Sharks jersey that just came out with this jersey? Like, I don't know. It's interesting because I imagine this wouldn't be
interesting discussion for sure.
Yeah, because I kind of forgot about that Islanders black alternate. I own one, and I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, like,
it's easy to.
I was thinking of the other one, and I was like, how is that possibly correlated to this jersey?
Yeah, no, the good one. Anywho, like, because I imagine this jersey would be hated at the time. Like, it doesn't look good. It's not a good jersey.
No, but I mean, think of the jerseys that were around at the time. This looks fitting. I don't think it's more fitting than the ones that we got, but this looks like a 90s, hey, let's try something different sort of jersey. I don't think it'd be like super well liked, but I don't think it'd be hated.
Yeah. I think this is too minimalist for that era. Like, that's the weird thing. That just doesn't look like a 90s jersey. This looks like a 2012-ish jersey.
I mean, it looks like a Stadium Series jersey.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's really hard to say. How would 90s us react to this, given the current jersey landscape?
Welcome to the Jersey Nerds Radio Cast.
Rad.
I wouldn't react.
On WXXY 93.8. Coming to you from Columbus. That's my official application to every radio station ever.
That's our new intro now.
There we go.
Note that only one of us are located in Columbus. And Pittsburgh. And somewhere in Alberta.
Now you just need to list off all of the locations that we live at.
And Southern California. And Louisville, Kentucky. And several people in Ottawa. And Winnipeg. And Savannah, Georgia. I think that's everyone.
And now there's our intro. Slice it together every time.
Yeah. I don't know. This jersey's weird.
It's weird. It's cool that this prototype exists.
Yes. Now, if only the Blue Jackets had picked their prototype, because that has sent us on a dark path. Anywho,
Burkus go 5 minutes without saying the Blue Jackets have terrible jerseys. Challenge impossible.
They're so bad, man. They're almost as bad as the team is on ice.
The Blue Jackets are not a topic on this episode. The Blue Jackets have never been a topic in this episode, and yet somehow you've brought them up like 10 times.
So, do you want to hear a fun Blue Jackets stat?
Do we?
I don't want to say it.
The Columbus
Blue Jackets have blown 13 third-period leads this season. Note that they've played 48 games, and also note that they have 12 regulation wins.
Hurts, man.
I need somebody to cut that off. The Blue Jackets have blown 13.
There we go. Good idea.
Good for them.
I'm becoming a Canes fan, aren't I? Anyways, yeah. Do we want to do trivia? I think it's time to do trivia.
Yeah, let's do trivia.
Are we going to talk about the flying toasters?
Are we?
The what?
I don't know.
Flying toasters. What?
I saw a link for the
I didn't
Grand
actually
Rapids.
really look into this, but it happened. I actually haven't really looked at this, but it's.
Well, I saw the
one
link.
That jersey's actually.
I thought we were going to
really
talk
sick.
about it.
It reminds me of the Fridge Raiders from NHL, like 3 circuit.
Huh. You know, it's weird that they went from flying lions to flying toasters, but
the connection is obvious. Jeez, don't you get it?
Yeah. Don't you know that, lions, toasters, same thing.
For a second, I was like, okay, they're saying this is an alternate reality, like what could have been night. Was that actually like one of the names like legitimately considered? Like, was it close to getting to the end? But
I don't know.
It was just one suggestion. Of the submissions. Yeah,
it was one.
It was just one of the submissions.
Yeah, which I think is awesome that they did that.
It is cool. Now, if every team did this, especially in the modern era, you'd be getting a lot of Teamy McTeam face nights.
You're getting a lot of Team McTeam faces, and you're getting a lot of trolls that are saying racist things.
Yeah.
insert welcome to the internet here. No, that would get us copyright striked.
Also, for what it's worth, Will, all those podcast topics weren't necessarily for tonight, just eventually ever.
Okay, well, I just saw them.
But
I just clicked
now
on
we're
all
talking
of them.
about the
It's like,
flying
all right, we're
toasters.
going to talk about them, I guess.
Wait,
Right.
is that G logo on the shoulders? Is that something they normally use?
God damn it! I just exited out of the link, Brennan.
I mean, let's see if it's on
I don't
sportslogos.net or anything.
That does look familiar.
I don't recall
Yep.
it, but that looks actually legitimately great.
Yeah, it
That's
is
the best part of the
sick.
jersey.
Honestly, I might steal that for a third jersey. It looks like they made it in like 4 seconds, but it looks good. Also, the name on the back of this unveil is an ad.
It's not on sportslogos.net, so
Yeah, but also Chris is not that great at updating minor like the AHL.
yeah.
Anywho,
Oh, my favorite player, Jonathan Acrisure.
yeah, let's do the trivia. Where the hell did the trivia channel go?
Oh, it's in archive now. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. I don't
Why
know if
did
everybody
you
has access
archive
to
it? We still need trivia.
well, we're gonna be letting people submit their own topic ideas now. Yay!
Yeah, but you also need
Topics aren't trivia, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, trivia's in there. I
No,
included
it's not.
well,
Not in the new one.
it will be.
But we have old trivia to do.
Go scroll down and find it then. It's still there. You can still see it.
Question 1 from TJ. What teams in NHL history have had arced names on their jerseys? I mean,
Okay. Well, I can bump 3 off the table. Avalanche, Red Wings, and Rangers.
yeah. The
I know
Rangers
those
just
three.
unveiled one.
Yeah. Those 3 are given.
Didn't San Jose in their old
Oh, the rounded kind of jerseys?
I don't know how to describe them. The
Yeah,
first retro
no,
ones.
you're right.
Yeah.
That style, that pre-edge style. You're right. San Jose did.
I love those jerseys.
Those jerseys are underrated, man. If the bit of tweaking, they can be good.
Now, this is also, I guess I don't know if this would count as a weird kind of in trivia, but are there any teams that in basketball, for example, or baseball, you might have that not warp arched, but just on an arc, the text on an arch, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
Do any NHL teams have any NHL teams done that? Because all these examples are an actual warping of the letters.
Not that I can think of.
I can't either. And I was gonna say if they have, would that count?
Yeah.
Teams have
I
done
would
that
say
on
that
the
would
front of
count,
their jerseys,
but I don't think
like
it's
the
applicable.
Rangers. Fair.
Now, did Dallas do that on their original jerseys? I don't know why that popped in my head.
That doesn't look right in my head, but I also don't know for sure.
Florida. Did Florida do it? Florida did it, right? On their original jerseys?
Did they?
I think they did.
Again, doesn't look right in my head, but
yeah,
I'm not
I don't
sure.
think so.
That one I'm pretty sure on. That one I'm pretty sure they did. That one I'm 80% confident in. Dallas was just a guess. Because I'm going through the teams alphabetically is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I do the same thing when I have to go through a list like that.
So as far we got Florida, Rangers, Avalanche, Red Wings.
Who's we? I don't think we have Florida. I think you have Florida.
Yeah, I don't think Florida.
You guys are officially saying no Florida?
No.
Okay.
If I had to lean one direction, I'm saying no.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure Florida has it. I'm pretty
and who
sure.
else did you say? Dallas?
Dallas was just a guess. The more I think about it, the more I don't think that's right.
I don't think. Yeah, Dallas definitely no. Unless it was
Nashville didn't with their Fang jerseys.
Did Tampa ever do it with all the font experimentation?
No. They did it italicized, but they didn't do it.
Oh yeah,
Okay. That could be another fun question, actually.
Actually, no. Maybe Tampa did.
I don't think they did. What jersey would it have been? Wait, did they do it for the Storm jersey?
Maybe is that what I'm thinking of? They
May-
might have.
Maybe.
I feel like they
For
did
some
it on
reason
one of the
I'm
brush
thinking
font ones.
I'm thinking out. Tampa Bay did, but I'm
gonna
not
lean
sure
towards
on that.
yes on Tampa Bay on that one.
Yeah. For some reason I think so too.
God.
I thought there was one other team in there, Minnesota. I don't think they have.
No,
For some reason, it popped into my head.
because
Minnesota?
I think it might
they've had
be-
a full
I
length.
think it
yoke.
might be. Yeah,
They've
I
had some
think it
type of
might
yoke
be.
element on all of their jerseys. So
I think for Minnesota, I was just thinking like the font kind of reminded me of the one San Jose used with their arch. That's probably what I'm thinking of.
God, does Tampa's Storm? Well, what about the other terrible '90s jerseys? Do any of those?
I feel like Tampa had at least one,
I think so.
and I'm
Maybe
not sure if it's one of their black ones
it
or
would've-
like one of their main set.
Wild
or if
Wing.
it is that.
Does the Wild Wing?
Ooh,
I think the Wild Wing does.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you are right.
I think so.
Well, yeah, because didn't when they did the reverse retro, one of them did arch it, one of them didn't.
Yeah,
There were 2 games
and
they wore it. I
now-
remember this being a thing.
I was gonna say, and now that makes me wonder: am I like second guessing? Am I confusing that Wild Wing font for the Tampa brush font?
Oh God.
I'm pretty sure Tampa did.
I'm like a 99% certain that Wild Wing did. Now that you bring it up,
Yes,
Okay.
the Wild
and
the Wild
and
Wing,
it
yeah,
makes me
it
and
did.
it makes me more confused on Tampa because of that. But I'm still leaning yes on Tampa.
Did Ottawa on their swoop jerseys? I don't think they did, right?
No.
Again, I'm just throwing that out. I don't think.
No, I'm
No, I don't think so. Either.
fairly certain no.
Philadelphia, San Jose.
I could be wrong.
Well, I feel like St. Louis has done it, but I can't think of when they would have done it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm thinking of the
The-
reverse retro with
The trumpet jersey.
Um,
Now that I think about it, did we ever see what the back of that jersey would have looked like, or do we only know the front?
I don't recall it. I don't
what did
recall ever
reverse
seeing
retro
that.
of that trumpet jersey look like? I don't even know how you begin to
Gorgeous.
reverse that retro. Anyways,
Yeah, I think we only ever saw the
Vancouver?
front.
no, Vancouver never did.
Yeah, see, here's an
The Vancouver
image
did
of
the arch
back, but I don't know
Vancouver
if
did the
this is
arch name on the
fake.
front. But I don't
Yeah,
think they've ever
Vancouver
done
did the arch on the front.
it. And that one was what you were saying with the like baseball basketball style.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And again, I think the Rangers have done that on some of their really old jerseys
Yes, yeah, they have it on one of
on the
theirs.
front. Yeah.
I mean, we're not counting the warping of the fisherman name, right?
I mean, I
That's like a double
get-
arch. Or like a
I don't.
S.
Yeah, I don't know if that counts.
yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess say yes in case it does count, but like that's the thing. I think it just comes down to one's interpretation. 'Cause
So-
I could see it kind of going either way. So I feel like that's a half guess on that. I don't
Did
know.
we say
Washington.
the Avs?
Yeah, we said the Avs.
Yeah,
Washington.
that was
okay.
one of my first three.
Yeah, okay.
Washington, I'm pretty
I
sure didn't like their steel blue bronze era.
They
I'm
did?
pretty sure on their black third. They had
Did they
Don't think so.
I'm pretty sure they did.
That
On
doesn't
the
sound right to
on the
me.
black ones?
Yeah, the black Capitol building one.
That doesn't sound right to me.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go over what we have so far. Wild Wing, Avalanche, Red Wings, Rangers.
Those are the ones we all agree on. I
Those are
think.
ones we all agree on. I also have the Panthers and the Capitals with their black alternate. I'm adding those to my personal list.
Mm-hmm.
Storm jersey,
think-
maybe.
And what? Me and Will are adding Tampa.
I think I'm also going to add Tampa.
Okay, you're thinking.
I don't even
that
know
too.
if it was just
we,
a Storm jersey. I'm thinking.
so we
maybe
all
even the
so we all agree on
primaries,
Tampa too. Then,
Like-
are there any that Will and us two think that
I don't think so.
Burkus doesn't? Yeah, I feel like there was one, but it might have been Tampa.
Hey, you guys have
Thought I
mentioned
had
the
one other
Wild, but I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't think they actually did.
Did we say the Ducks?
Yeah, Ducks
Yeah,
Wild.
Wild Wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I
are
guess
we
that's
good?
it.
Are we good to lock it in?
Yeah,
think
let's
so.
lock it in. And
Oh
I assume the
God!
answer's there?
Oh God! Ducks
Did we did
Wild
that, didn't we?
got that.
Okay.
Okay.
Avalanche all jerseys except for Reverse Retro 2. Got that. Red Wings,
Interesting.
all jerseys except for Reverse Retro 2. Got that. Panthers.
Really?
Panthers, 1998 to 2005.
Oh, so it wasn't on the original
really?
ones.
Do we think I'm safe to like go on NHL uniforms here, or should we
You
just
can go to
look into
confirm
trivia?
now that we've walked in.
Like
Yeah,
I
I'm
meant
gonna look
looking
now.
into trivia in general.
He does include the
This one?
fisherman jerseys as a question mark.
Oh,
Okay, so it did.
Range-
Okay,
weird.
Rangers.
That was weird on that Panthers one.
I don't remember that. That used to be like one of my favorite jerseys.
I don't really remember that much either. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
I wasn't alive. But
Rangers.
yeah, I barely remember that. Huh.
Sharks from the
Okay.
alt. Lightning. And he doesn't have the Capitals. I'm pretty confident in the Capitals one.
I'm pretty confident you're wrong on that.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. It's the same as the other two jerseys from that era.
No,
Wait.
97
oh
to
my God,
2000. Oh, this is like a half right.
Yeah, I would kind of put that. Yeah.
Um,
I forgot they ever did that one. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I guess you're right in another sense too, because it's on the black alternate, but not the black home.
Huh.
Whenever
Okay.
they made that jersey a home jersey, they changed it.
That's weird.
Interesting.
yeah.
That's a crazy one.
That looks so bad. Like that.
Kudos for remembering that. My God.
Because wow. So,
And then Tampa was which one?
and then Tampa was the Storm.
Okay, Tampa is that one. That
So, good job, gang.
brush font version. Not a bad performance.
Oh, and they
We
also
got-
did, to be fair,
we
they
got-
also
did we
did
get-
have that on their primary jerseys during that era.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
keep
so
saying.
we
brush
were
font.
wrong
Not
on that.
originally, but when they
Did we get-
revealed the.
Did we get them all collectively?
I got them all.
Again, well, collectively then. We got
No,
them
you
all.
guys don't count. You explicitly said
That's
that
a good point. That's a good point. We didn't disagree with you on
Yeah.
anything else.
you guys explicitly were
Or
like,
you
no,
didn't
we
miss
just
any.
put it
That's a
you.
good point. I mean, technically speaking, we did get them all collectively, but you just kind of
no, I got them all.
we get half points.
No, you don't.
There are two things that can be true at once. We all got them collectively, and you got them all correct.
Hmm.
Collectively, Wayne Gretzky and Brent Gretzky have like whatever amount of points.
Okay,
Like-
I'm fine being the Wayne Gretzky of this trio. All right, water time, and then new question. Hydration complete. All right, another question, also from TJ. There are two NFL teams that primarily wear white at home. Who are those two? Bonus points for reason why.
Oh.
So we're NFL.
This is way out of my territory.
I think
Yeah.
Dallas.
Oh my God, I don't
pretty
even
sure
know
it's
where
one
to
of
start.
I have Dallas.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
I was thinking that one
Yeah.
came to mind for me.
Uh,
And is Dallas because tradition? Like that's
I
my
guess.
reason.
And because
That's my
their
guess at a
white
reason.
jerseys are objectively better.
True.
Are they actually? No, I don't know about that. Now that's
Yeah, no, I'd say so.
And didn't they finally fix the issue with the pants color and the helmet color not matching?
I don't think they have.
No, I thought I saw for some reason that they did.
They might have. All right, and then let's go through.
The
All right, let's go through alphabetically like the NHL, Anaheim, Arizona.
I don't- I can't do
Oh
it.
wait,
So weird enough, I can't do the NFL alphabetically. I have to go by geography here. So
I don't know I don't know if I could even name
Seattle-
every team off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure I feel like I'd miss at least one or two.
So Seahawks, 49ers, Raiders, Chargers, Rams. Any of those?
Yeah, again,
Maybe Raiders.
you're asking the wrong
Oh!
person, dude.
it's the Dolphins.
Is it?
The Dolphins wear white at home.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure they wear their teal a lot.
They wear their teal a lot when they're not at home. They wear their white at home. I am 90% sure on that.
I
Do you know
don't
why?
feel like
Is
going
there
through
a
every
reason
team
given?
to argue that.
Because they play in Miami and it's hot.
You know what?
And if they wear white, that makes the other team wear red, black, blue, whatever, and that gives them an advantage.
You know, that's the type of pedantic shit that NFL coaches do. I now fully believe you.
If you are correct in that, what in God's name is it with teams with teal and orange in their color scheme and doing stupid shit like that with their jerseys? If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
What's the other one that you're talking about?
San Jose removing the hem stripes because of weight.
Oh, yeah.
That is just weird.
At the time, they had orange in the color scheme too.
It makes sense, but it just seems so extra.
Yeah, I almost wore my Sharks jersey here. But
it reminds me too, if that's true, of the thing Bud Grant, former Minnesota Vikings coach, did, where he would have their players like not have any heaters on the sidelines for cold games, just like to toughen them up basically, and have what was it exactly, Burkus? You probably you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I've seen the thing. I can't remember.
Shout out my knowledge of that from the Secret Base's History of the Minnesota Vikings documentary. Yeah. Because otherwise, how am I going to know any of that?
John Boyce is king. Yeah, I think it is because Bud Grant's weird like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, answer reveal: Dolphins and Cowboys.
All right.
Good job.
Good
job, not me.
Yeah.
Does it say the reasons? He said bonus points
and tradition.
Heat and tradition. Let's see.
Yeah.
I can't remember where I heard that, but I heard that relatively recently. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. What is...
Speaking of football, the NFC Championship is currently on. Just to confirm, neither of you guys care about spoilers?
No.
No.
Okay. The Lions were up like 24-7 or something like that, and it is now 24-27. They're losing.
No!
7 minutes and 20 seconds left. So
no, not my Lake Erie Bros.
Yeah.
No.
Hate to see it.
I too am cheering for the Lions. There's still time, but I've just had the game on the side. What happened here? Like what?
What have you done, Lions Bros? Anywho, which NHL logo has only one color? It'd be Tampa or Toronto, right? And Detroit.
Yeah.
Tampa, Toronto, and if we're being pedantic here, Toronto and Detroit have white. Tampa doesn't have either. Or Tampa has only one at any given point.
Do they...
Detroit has white outlines. Toronto has white.
That seems kind of like a sketchy way to ask that question.
Technically, it
only has one color at one time.
Again, Toronto and Detroit have white and red or blue at any given time.
Answer reveal: Tampa.
Yeah, okay, I get that seems like a really weird way to ask that, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, like, think of it from this perspective too. Like, if you're making a design and you bring a logo on, the Detroit ones and Toronto ones are going to have white in there.
Yeah.
Whether an outline or on the inside. Tampa is literally just it.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't like the wording, but
yeah.
What was the wording again? Which NHL logo has only
what NHL logo has only one color?
And to me, that says like that logo only ever has one color.
Yeah.
Whereas Tampa Bay has two logos with one color.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So
yeah,
that just seems kind of
wording makes sense to me, but I see where you guys are getting tripped up too.
Yeah. Travis has won a JNHL game, and this concludes trivia. We only had those 3 questions.
Cool.
What we have learned is that I'm smarter than TJ, and the NFL is weird.
Thank you for listening to the
Jersey Nerds Radio Cast.
Check out our website at jerseynerds.wordpress.com to find the latest news, concepts, podcasts, and more. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at _Jersey Nerds, or just find all the links down in the description of the episode.
And now there's our intro. Just slice it together every time.